God has an urgent message for you today. You've been receiving those strange offers in your mailbox and online, and it's not just random junk mail. It's a divine warning meant to protect your home and finances. God is alerting you that your address is being used in ways you haven't authorized, putting your identity and property at risk. This message comes with love to help you recognize the hidden dangers targeting your personal information. What looks like ordinary mail could be part of a scheme designed to access what's precious to you. And God wants you to be aware before it's too late. As you hear these words, know that God sees the hidden schemes that are using your address as a gateway to your life. It's normal to feel confused or to dismiss these concerns when you see unfamiliar mail or online offers, but remember that you're being watched over with care. This warning is your chance to secure your personal information and turn potential loss into divine protection. You're receiving this message because there's still time to safeguard what matters most. Even when these threats remain hidden or seem harmless, trust that this warning is a blessing, because knowing what's targeting you helps you stand strong against schemes designed to exploit your trust. Your address is sacred ground, and God is helping you protect the boundaries of your home and identity. As you think about your mail and online accounts, take time to examine what information you've shared and who might have access to it. Just like a home inspector reveals hidden problems that threaten a house's foundation, this divine warning shows you the unseen dangers targeting your personal information. Hold on to your vigilance and discernment, but let go of naivety and blind trust that leave you vulnerable. Just like a kingdom needs strong gates to keep invaders out, your address needs protection from those who would misuse it. This warning isn't meant to make you fearful, but to transform your awareness, making you wiser and more prepared for the schemes of those who want to use your address for their gain. Sometimes what looks like a blessing, a special offer, a free gift, an exclusive opportunity, is actually a Trojan horse designed to breach the walls of your personal kingdom. This warning about your address being used is more than just practical advice about identity protection. It's a spiritual checkpoint in your journey as a steward of what God has entrusted to you. It's a time for you to connect with your inner wisdom and find the discernment to separate legitimate communications from manipulative schemes. Face this message with a calm heart, knowing that protecting your information honors the blessings you've received. There's a loving plan at work in your life, and sometimes that plan includes learning to recognize when something is too good to be true. Difficult realizations might be ahead as you discover how exposed your information has been, but see them as chances to grow in wisdom. Every step you take to secure your address becomes a lesson that strengthens your overall spiritual discernment. When concerns about your identity security feel overwhelming, reach out in prayer for guidance. God is always here to give you wisdom, direction, and protection. In your prayers, you'll find the clarity you need to navigate these complex threats with confidence and peace. As we've discussed this divine warning about your address, I'd like to help prepare you for future protection guidance as well. If these messages about safeguarding what's precious to you resonate with your spirit, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Join our community of spiritually aware individuals who are learning to recognize and avoid hidden dangers together. Pay attention to small signs that your address is being misused. These aren't just coincidences. They are divine clues, sent specially to alert you to hidden dangers. As you sort through your mail or check your email, stay alert for unusual patterns that feel important. You might notice mail addressed to slightly different versions of your name, offers for products you never researched, congratulations for contests you never entered, or unexpected packages arriving at your door. You might find your address appearing in online databases you never signed up for, or receive calls about deliveries you never ordered. These aren't accidents. They're sacred warnings helping you identify potential threats. Trust your gut feelings when reviewing communications that involve your address. That quiet voice inside warning you that something seems off is your connection to divine wisdom. When an offer seems suspiciously generous, when requested information seems unnecessary for the service provided, or when pressure tactics urge immediate action without time to think, that's God nudging you toward protection. These intuitive moments are truth speaking through your spirit, showing you exactly where caution is needed. Notice them, honor them, and let them guide your decisions about who has access to your personal information. Remember, you're not facing these hidden threats alone. God is with you, surrounding your home and personal information with divine protection. Around you stands a team of guardian angels, spiritual guides, and heavenly helpers, all working to alert you to schemes before they succeed. This warning about your address being used is designed to empower you, not to cause anxiety. And every part of this situation is under divine care. Feel thankful for these red flags and warning signs, for they show how deeply your security matters to God. Each step you take to secure your information brings you closer to peace of mind and spiritual confidence. The universe holds your home in its caring hands, creating a shield of protection around your property and identity. Nothing can breach these spiritual defenses when you remain alert to divine warnings and take action with faith and wisdom. Divine timing, God's perfect clock, is working in your situation right now. When you receive warnings about your address being used at exactly the moment before significant harm could occur, that's sacred timing at work. These moments show you're connected to God's plan for your protection, living in harmony with divine guidance even through potential threats. As these warning signs about your personal information become clearer, let them build your confidence in God's perfect timing. Each revelation comes precisely when you need it, not a moment too early or too late. Pay attention to these experiences and trust their perfect sequence. They aren't random concerns, but part of a loving plan to preserve what's yours. Keep your heart open to these divine messages about protecting your address. The more you recognize God's perfect timing in these warnings, the more you'll appreciate how intricately your life is being watched over and protected. Just as you receive these divine warnings about protecting your address and identity, your support helps us continue sharing similar guidance with others facing invisible threats. A small super thanks of $5, $10, or $20 allows these protective messages to reach vulnerable individuals before they experience devastating losses. Your generosity creates a shield that extends beyond your own home to protect entire communities from these hidden dangers. As you become more aware of how your address is being used, believe that this challenge can lead to amazing spiritual growth. Just like a watchman on the wall develops keen vision through constant vigilance, your spirit grows sharper through protecting what's precious to you. God arranges these warnings perfectly, revealing threats at just the right moment to develop your discernment. Focus on strengthening your spiritual awareness, because that inner alertness is what carries you through deceptive times. When you stay true to your intuition and keep your eyes open to warning signs, wonderful changes begin inside you. Your ability to recognize truth from falsehood improves in every area of life. Every step you take toward honoring these divine warnings brings you closer to becoming a spiritually discerning person who cannot be easily deceived. Your relationship with God becomes more intimate as you recognize how actively He works to protect you from those who would exploit your trust. This vigilance transforms not just your mailbox, but your entire approach to navigating a world filled with both truth and deception. As you protect your address and personal information, make it a habit to say, "I am divinely protected from deception and fraud." Speak these words with complete trust each morning before checking your mail or email. This simple practice builds a shield of spiritual discernment around you that schemes cannot penetrate. When worries about identity theft arise, or when suspicious offers appear in your mailbox, pause for a moment. Use this time to quiet your mind and connect with the divine wisdom inside you. Before opening unfamiliar mail or clicking on links, say a brief prayer. Lord, grant me the wisdom to see truth from deception. Trust that God is working to reveal hidden dangers and begin each day thanking Him for showing you which communications are safe and which are threats. When you fill your thoughts with gratitude for this divine protection, you create room for miraculous interventions in your life. Your spiritual discernment becomes sharper, more reliable, and more immediate. Your faith is the key that unlocks heaven's protection over your home, your identity, and everything connected to your address. During these times of increasing identity, theft, and fraud, you're not just protecting yourself, but also becoming someone who can help vulnerable loved ones recognize these dangers. This experience offers you a chance to show God's love by sharing wisdom that protects others from exploitation. Each conversation gives you new opportunities to strengthen your community's defenses against those who misuse addresses and personal information. As you pray for protection and connect with God's guidance, remember to reach out to those who might be easy targets: elderly parents, young adults, or those less familiar with technology. Your awareness can save them from devastating losses. Use your knowledge to bring light to someone else's confusion about suspicious offers. Embrace each day as a chance to extend divine protection to your community, creating a network of spiritually informed individuals who watch out for one another. In this journey, we grow stronger together, supporting each other through shared wisdom and compassionate warnings, building a community that stands firm against those who would exploit our addresses and identities for their gain. Beyond spiritual protection, God guides you toward practical steps that honor His desire to protect what's yours. Check your credit report regularly as an act of good stewardship. Shred documents containing your address before discarding them, seeing this simple act as a spiritual boundary that honors divine protection. Create a separate email address for online shopping to separate commercial communications from personal ones. Before sharing your address online, pause for prayer and inner guidance about whether this request is legitimate. Consider a post office box for certain communications, creating a buffer zone of protection around your actual home. These aren't just secular safety tips, they're spiritual practices of wise stewardship over the information God has entrusted to you. Each practical step, taken with prayer and awareness, becomes a spiritual act of cooperation with divine protection. Let wisdom guide your hands as you implement these physical boundaries, always remembering that they work alongside the spiritual protection surrounding your home. In closing, as we face these hidden threats to our addresses and identities, let's move forward with wisdom and readiness. Be prepared to welcome God's protection, recognize deceptive offers with spiritual discernment, and appreciate each warning sign as a blessing. Trust in the power of prayer before making decisions about sharing your address, and feel God's constant presence guarding your home and personal information. You are on a path to security and peace, surrounded by divine wisdom that reveals what remains hidden to others. Keep saying, "I am divinely protected from deception and fraud," and watch as threats that destroy others pass by your door untouched. If this message has helped you recognize hidden threats to your address and identity, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more divine protection guidance. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a warning meant for you. When you share this message, you extend God's shield of protection over others. Dear Lord, please give us wisdom to recognize schemes targeting our homes and identities, and the discernment to see your protective hand guiding us to safety. Shield our personal information from those with harmful intentions and help us be good stewards of what you've entrusted to us. Amen. If this message has touched your heart or helped you avoid potential fraud, consider showing your appreciation with a super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Your support helps us continue sharing these divine warnings with others who need protection. Please share in the comments what spiritual protection topics you'd like to hear in our next video. Your suggestions help us bring you the guidance you need most in these challenging times.